I was just walking on the treadmill when I received an excellent YouTube notification from Peter F 2001. He said, "What do you use to give mono samples stereo width?" Slurpty-dub. I really like this question, and I want to share some insight on my favourite ways to make a completely mono sound stereo in a clean way. I actually struggled with how to find the best way to get a good stereo image from a mono sound for many years, and I've narrowed it down to 3 ways. I'm going to list you them all, starting with my first favourite and then going on to my least favourite. Going up. Alright, let's dive into Logic and I'll show you the 3 methods. Alright my G's, I think I've managed to fix the video quality for the OBS recording. Anyway, I've got a random vocal here. You might have heard it before from a sample pack. It sounds like this.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
And I've rebounced it out in mono just to make sure it was definitely in mono. And if you're not sure, one way that I check is I use the Kilohertz stereo plugin because it's really, really simple.
Why keep?
And it just has a little line here where it shows you how stereo it is. Okay, so what are my favourite ways to make a mono sound or mono sample into stereo? This can be applied for anything, doesn't have to be a vocal. But if it is a vocal, the best way with a vocal would be to have three takes of the vocal. If you're able to record a vocalist, have one down the middle and pan the second 2 left and right, and the vocal takes will naturally be a little bit different from each other. So the timing will be a bit different, and the harmonics will be a bit different. You know, because the human won't be able to get the exact same take every time, and even if it's slightly different, that timing difference and the harmonic difference will be enough to give it a natural stereo image. And so leading in directly from that, the 2 things that really create the best stereo image are when you play with the timing and when you play with the harmonics. That's what I found in my opinion. So my number 1 favourite way to add stereo to a mono sound, and this is the technique that I use absolutely the most out of anything, is going to be with delay. Okay, I love the dual delay from Kilohertz, and what I used to do back in the day was I would use a sample delay. I believe that they probably still have that in Logic somewhere. I don't know if it's in the where would it be, in the utility? No, sample delay. It's probably in the delay, isn't it? Obviously, duh. So with sample delay, what you can do is you can you can obviously make the sample like super stereoed straight away, but the problem is it's gonna then sort of only be the stereo part, and you're gonna lose the mono sound. So this Haas effect that it's called can be quite problematic, so I avoid using that ever, and I just use delay instead, so we can keep the main mono signal, always keep it there, and just add the stereo parts on the side as well. So we'll do it here, and obviously that's a bit too extreme. We just want to make it stereo without really noticing that it's delayed. That's the idea. So we'll go to probably around 50 milliseconds or somewhere around there.
Why keep you hiding? Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
So there, about 47. You'll always get a bit of that delay, but if you mix it down so that you don't really notice it, so let's just turn the mix down a bit here.
Why keep you hiding where? Why keep?
You can take the feedback down so it's even slower and tighter.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark? Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
Okay, and now if I check on the stereo again,
why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
We start to get a little bit of extra stereo coming in here, you know?
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
Now it looks quite subtle on there, but it does definitely.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
It does definitely take it from a mono sound into a stereo sound, just in a small way, but it's the most highest quality way.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
Okay, so that's my number one way that I add stereo to a mono sound, because it's using the exact same sound and the exact same quality, and all it's doing is playing with the timing by adding new delayed versions on the left and the right, just very, 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 very slightly after the original one. So that's the absolute best and favourite way to make a sound stereo, because it will retain the best quality, in my opinion. My next favourite way, number two, my second most favourite way would be to use a convolution reverb. Could use any reverb, but a convolution one is better because you can ensure that the harmonics are going to be different. And so this is my favourite one. We want something really tight, and this one is on the kilohertz one. It's called White Blur 50 milliseconds.
Why keep
And that again,
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
that is a really, really short and tight reverb, and because it's a convolution reverb, the harmonics are slightly different to the original.
Why keep
And you can kind of see here, you've actually got a more obvious addition of stereo information when you analyze it again here.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
So it's pretty much just as good as doing it with a little ping pong delay. So those two are absolutely the best ways to add stereo to a mono signal. Really quick ping pong delay or convolution. Or of course, you can use both, you know?
Why keep you hiding where
Maybe you can put the convolution first. Doesn't really matter, but I think it might give a bit more stereo.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
Okay, so that is absolutely
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
has absolutely made that into a stereo sound. If you wanted to be a bit more precise with your adding the stereo information in the most high quality way, you could bounce out multiple layers, and we can have the top layer just be the complete dry one, and we can have the bottom one be the convolution layer, and turn that up 100% in this case.
Why keep you
And now on this new layer we can have more control. So we could, for example, we could compress it as well, but most importantly we could EQ out any potential low end that we don't want to be stereoed.
Why keep you hiding where
And then we can just control the volume separately here.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
So that would be one great way to do it. And again, you could do the same with the ping pong delay. So you could just grab down another layer, use this layer as just the ping pong delay version.
Why
Again, 100% mix, and then here you can be a bit more a bit nicer with EQing it again afterwards, and just taking out the low part from the stereo.
Why keep you hiding?
Taking that down in the mix again.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
And then you've got two like extra stereo layers there.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
You could get the balance just right and have them EQ'd just as you want them, and then Ableton users will hate me, and everyone else will hate me that doesn't use Logic, and I'll just do that, and then it's just really quickly one new file, and hey presto, now it's
Why keep you
gone from mono to stereo.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
It does kind of sound more stereo than it looks like it's doing on there. So this is not the best analyzer, to be completely fair. But this is actually the third tip then, which is it's not really a way that I like to do it. So obviously you can add width with one of these plugins like this.
Why keep you hiding where the sun is dark?
I will rarely do that, and only if I'm feeling really lazy, because if you properly use delays and convolution reverbs, you'll retain a higher quality sound file, in my opinion. This one is quite good at giving you a nice realistic width that doesn't sound too crummy, but when you're using plugins like that, the width that it adds into the sound is not coming out of nowhere. It's that it has to try to recreate the image in a natural stereo way using like the algorithm of the coding of the software to try and do it, and it doesn't always sound super good quality. Super good. It doesn't always sound super high quality. So it's my least favorite way to add width is to use one of these plugins. It's almost like a cheat, but it glitches out sometimes. So careful if you're using cheat codes. Much better to do a quick little ping pong delay or convolution reverb to give you the extra width that you need. Yeah. And lastly then, you can also, it's a similar kind of thing with like chorus or ensemble. Again, they obviously add some stereo width.
Why keep you hiding where?
But it sounds like a chorus or it sounds like an ensemble, It's not the most natural way. So again, that's one of the worst ways to do it. And just like adding width with a width plugin, a chorus and ensemble, those are my least favorite ways. So definitely best way that I've found through the years that I've been producing and what I do to this very day, always throughout my projects and my songs when a certain sound just lacks stereo interest, or it is just a one-shot mono sample, or I just need to get it to become stereo, I will ping pong delay it and convolution reverb it, one or the other or both, doesn't really matter, whatever you kind of feel for that moment. But those are the two best ways to do it, definitely. And then if you're really, really lazy, then you can just turn the width up, but it won't be the best way to do it. Okay, I think that kind of wraps that up. I probably went about that in a long-winded way, but hopefully it helped some of you guys out. Thank you very much. And the sun has just come out for the end of the video, which is beautiful, and it's nice and windy for the camera as well. So I hope that little tip helped some of you guys, and thanks for the comment as well, Peter F 2001. It was a good idea for a little video. Lastly, before I go, as always, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Sometimes I can be a bit crazy. Sometimes I can be a bit venting out my anger in videos. Sometimes I'll be quite humble. Every day is different over here. But anyway, the main thing is I hope that you guys learn something. Stay creative, keep up all your momentum that you've got with your musical journey. And what we'll do is continue with some more videos soon. If you want to leave comments, feel free, because it can inspire a video like it has today. And in case most of you already know that I'm a music production coach, teacher. I've taught over 100 people and lots of regular students, but there are always a few extra slots available. If you want to book in any lessons, you can go on my website, go under Mentorship and schedule in some sessions yourself via my automatic time zone adjusted online calendar. Those of you who like Vital and Faceplant, I've got loads of presets for those on my website as well. And those of you who just want to listen to some D&B, check out my label on SoundCloud, Artificial Music. It's where I drop all of my own tracks, future, forthcoming, past and present stuff, plus loads of wicked artists on the label as well. More to join this year, so stay tuned there on the SoundCloud. We're obviously on Spotify as well. We've got a little playlist there where you can find all of our releases. Thanks a lot for watching the video, my guys. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out, much love.